Hello, world. Welcome to our show, JW Raw with Eminem, coming to you live from the world-famous Jackson Week MMA Academy in Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. Yes, we are in USA, Albuquerque. This is Mark, and I'd like to give a shout-out to our awesome partners that help us keep the show on the air and keep bringing you some interesting guests from different walks of life. Our fighters and athletes are constantly on the lookout for products that will provide a legal performance edge. Legal performance edge, yes. A couple years back, we came across a nutraceutical company that has an incredible technology. Since then, many of the fighters who train at Jackson Wink MMA Academy have been using their products with astounding success. Unlike most sports performance companies, this company began selling their products through doctors. Their unique technologies help the body heal and maintain exceptional health. For this reason, their products are recommended by doctors worldwide. Yes, worldwide. So how does this translate to sports performance? The truth is, you will never be stronger than you are healthy. How many times have we heard of star athletes who miss a big competition because they're out sick? The same technology that is used to boost the immune system and to detoxify, nourish, and rejuvenate the body is the same technology that boosts strength, endurance, and even cuts unwanted body fat, because we don't want to get fat. We are pumped to finally let you know about our best-kept secret here at Jackson Wink MMA Academy. The company is called RNA Sport. You can find them online at rnasport.com. Again, rnasport.com. Look them up. RNA Sport creates incredible sports performance formulas for elite athletes. Our fighters use and love these products. One of the most important things to know about RNA Sport formulas is their ease of use. It's very easy to use, yes. No more messy powders or hard-to-swallow pills. RNA Sport formulas are delivered directly into the body in a simple-to-take, great-tasting sprays. With high absorption, RNA Sport formulas can be taken immediately before a workout or competition with no lag time. RNA Sport formulas support increased strength and endurance, reduced joint and muscle fatigue, improved recovery, a healthy immune system, optimized metabolism, and a whole lot more. RNA Sport provides benefits and technology unlike any performance products you have ever experienced. I highly recommend you to check out rnasport.com and use their products. They will take your performance to the next level. In our next podcast, we will review the amazing benefits of their specific formulas. JW Raw is happy to also have Fireteam Fit as a longtime sponsor. They are a veteran-owned fitness company that is now partnered with the greatest gym in the world, Jackson Wink MMA Academy. Fireteam Fit is giving a special offer of 15% off. That is right, 15% off all their products, all of them. Go check it out, all their products. All you have to do is enter a code. The secret code is JWRAW015. Again, JWRAW, just like the show, 015. Enter that secret code. You're going to get 15% off everything you buy. Make sure you do that at checkout, and then you'll get that discount. We love having Fireteam Fit as a sponsor since they are family and veteran-owned. That is so cool. We love our veterans. We love our family. Both in one big, happy group. We're happy to have them. It's available on both fireteamfit.com and on amazon.com. Everyone knows how to find Amazon. If you're on Amazon, you're legit. You can go find them on Amazon or check out their website, fireteamfit.com. But don't forget to enter that coupon code. Remember, use JWRAW015.
What's up?
Welcome to the show, guys.
My favorite part is that knee bar, bro. That knee bar was probably the most legit thing I've seen. Man. I can, yeah. So I see it right away.
Great submission.
Man.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. What's up, Branden?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Branden
Thanks for
Hussey.
having me on the show.
Branden Hussey and Coach Wink, the dynamic duo of awesomeness.
Not me, it's this guy here. Makes you look good.
we love to watch Coach Wink when he's training with you. We were talking about that earlier. He literally glows and smiles, which is such a rare thing, and we all kind of like.
Should I be offended by that comment?
No, I think it's kind of cool.
I've been told it's rare. I don't see him not smiling much, though.
Yeah, he don't smile much.
Oh well, we can change that.
Yeah,
we can change that. All right, just checking.
So how'd you guys meet? What's the story with this? Because it's a cool story. How did you come into the Jackson Wink family?
I met Wink through one of his fighters, Isaac Valleyflag. We went to one of the events where we were meeting Alistair and Michelle and Andre Arlovsky at Wink's gym. And he had come up to me, and we started talking about me actually starting to train with him. And we just went from there, started in the summer. I remember because I literally got my gloves the day that I was supposed to go train with him the first time. And it's just gone from there, and it's only gone up.
So you met through the jiu-jitsu community. Were you already doing jiu-jitsu, or was this all brand new when you met him?
I was already doing jiu-jitsu, and that's where I've met most of his fighters.
Okay, and so they told you that there's going to be this cool event with Mr. Winklejohn. You're like, I'm down. Let's go. Let's do it.
I don't exactly remember how I ended up getting over that event.
But either way, you guys have been together ever since, and it's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I heard about him a little bit from Isaac and some of the guys at the jiu-jitsu at the Gracie Bar School, and they said that there's this guy, and he's always, putting submissions on people and using his limbs in some ways. I mean, he's done it to me. He takes his little stub and sticks him in my neck.
He's done it to me.
He's a jerk.
Yeah.
And so I saw him at this event.
I didn't like it.
The signing we had, and I started talking to him about jiu-jitsu, and I said, "Have you ever hit anything? Doing striking?" He goes, "No." And so at that moment, I said, "Man, we should start doing some stuff. Maybe we should just try some striking." And then I said to myself, "Oh shit, what did I just do? What if he can't do these things, or what I'm up against? Holy crap, it's been awesome. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that he comes up with stuff every day. We kind of just try new stuff, and he pulls it out of his pocket, you can't be unhappy when you see this crap that he does, that he pulls off.
On average, grapplers beat strikers, right? So I haven't seen you training much grappling, man. You got stuck with Wink now, just trying to learn all this cool shit.
The ultimate striker.
The stats show the opposite of that, but that's okay.
I know your mom is pretty good, man, with jiu-jitsu. She's a legit brown belt.
Yeah.
So it has to be in your
blood.
It's
in the family.
It's in your blood.
It's a balance of both.
True, you want to be well-rounded. I know. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, you probably kick my ass in striking.
So you kind of, Wink, you brought it up a little bit, how you were, I mean, obviously you're used to dealing with the world-class athletes that are with all their limbs in the right places and such, and then so you talked a little bit about how you meet Branden and you're like, well, I have to modify the way I'm training, and you actually didn't. You still did it the same way. You told him do this, do that, and he did it the same way. And it's just you didn't have to treat him any differently. It was just it worked.
It was just that thing that I guess I don't know. Maybe it's just my thing. I have a daughter with special needs, Autumn, and so she lost 3/4 of her left hemisphere, in a brain injury, and so she always just wants to be normal, treat it normal. She doesn't be treated as someone that can't really use his hand. I mean, Branden knows her real well. So I start trying to treat him normal, and I think it worked out real well. And what I've noticed is that's what he wants. And so now I start abusing him and as much as possible and stuff. And I kick him, he rolls over and stuff. And he jumps up and hits me for it. But I even his limbs and stuff. He seems to be that guy that's kind of accept a lot of situation that he has. And I say spinning stub, and he hits me with his stub. Where like people go, "You said what?
You said stub? How dare you?"
But so I don't know. I mean,
for what it is.
I'm sure he'll let me know. But
a lot of people lose it over the stuff this guy says, but I find it funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like you ever corrected him. Said sir, it's not a stub. It's my arm, or it's whatever. You know, it's kind of funny. It's cool. It works. It flows. You guys just have that together.
It's a good relationship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he tries to hit me on my blind side. He screws with me about being blind one eye. Trust me. He goes, "Oh, you can't see that."
Says that you fuck with my disabilities. Right back at you, man. Right back at you, Wink.
That's how the gym is here, you know. So he's got to be part of the gym and nonstop. There's a constant rub with the guys, the camaraderie. So everybody's hammering everybody. That's what guys do.
Yeah,
exactly.
And girls.
And so you started the incredible
I was about to say
adaptive MMA program, and so that's where guys like Branden were able to help out a lot because they've been around forever, and so we were able to promote it. He's got a big following, obviously, and Autumn. They're able to just talk about what a great program it is. Tell us a little, for the people that haven't listened, don't know anything about it. What is the incredible adaptive MMA program about?
You know, it's just one of those things. My wife really wanted to start up, again, because my daughter Autumn, and I'd already been working with Branden a little bit, and we've worked with a lot of kids with that have needs, you know, at Wink's gym for a long time. And it's just even before that.
Yeah, you've been doing this for years. The incredible thing is brand new.
Yeah, I've had kids walking in that just, you know, they're using walkers, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're using canes. They're trying to hit me with their canes. And
pretty much you were doing incredible things for a long time.
No, not me. You know what?
Incredible things, and then without official name is an incredible adaptive.
Yeah, I'm just lucky I got to experience these things, and it motivates the hell out of me. So, you know, I was watching Branden, what he was doing. When my wife brought it up, I was like, okay, let's do this thing. And it's worked out well because it makes my day. And I won't lie, I'm kind of evil about it in that I want my fighters to see, really, you're going to complain about your day. You're going to complain about, oh, it's so hard, life's so hard. And I'm thinking to myself, shit, you got a 40-inch vertical without even training. Yeah. Really, life's hard. You think fast on your feet. You got quick reactions. You're good at what you do, and you're complaining. Check this out. And you have somebody like Branden here who just, I think, I want to let him talk and just tell you about what he thinks about life and stuff. Because if he can do stuff, you can do anything. Because this man can do anything in the world right here. His future is so damn bright. And he was dealt some shitty cards. I won't lie, you know. I mean, but he's playing those cards really well. Where I see a lot of people that have been dealt great cards, and they don't play them. They kind of just fold,
and they cry about it.
Yeah, and that kind of pisses me off. So it's working out really well. I think the fighters, have a lot of fighters that are kind of enjoying it. They're doing it and seeing it, are inspired by it. So I think our fighters are better for it, if that's all I cared about. But I do feel that most of these adaptive MMA kids are just having the time of their life. They're jumping up and down. They're having fun. They're feeling part of. It's pretty cool.
Well, the community's really getting behind it because we had our first annual gala a few months back, and the turnout was incredible.
And the party just we had
raised a lot of money, and then we had the gala, the summer bash a couple weeks ago. Incredible turnout. Holly got to get dunked in
2,500 bucks.
Raised a lot of money that day, and that's the kind of money that goes into this program to keep the coaches teaching.
How many students do we have at this point?
About 40.
40 students.
Yeah, we got 40 kids.
Incredible.
It's also kids at risk too that we're getting to. We got a lot of
kids and adults, right?
Yes. We actually have some kids that were like homeless kids, you know, and we actually had a kid that was they had found in a cage, and now it's in foster care and stuff, and
literally found them in a cage.
Yeah. Literally in a cage, a little cage, you know. So it's those things that you know. All these kids are they're apprehensive, but they're part of it. They're excited, and hopefully they do things for us that maybe they're not so motivated to do for their therapists, and they're getting used to being normal in a group, you know, tackling things. It's fun.
You said that so nonchalantly about the kids in a cage, but unfortunately,
I didn't know
it's
about
something
that
exists out there. And
there's
some cruel.
You being a policeman, you've seen some shit.
Well, you do. You see this kind of stuff, and so I know exactly what he's talking about. It's not like what.
Yeah, I believe in public torture.
Yeah.
You know, I think you need to do that to people that do things to kids, but.
Yeah, and so we were able to save that situation. And
I agree with you on that. It just got to me like for a second, like what you just said about
public
torture.
With you.
No, public torture. I think I'm down for that. Yeah, put nails under the nails. Needles. Right there.
I'd say worse things right now, but people are listening. Kids might be listening. Yeah.
Did you guys see that picture? It's been going around a couple days ago. The last public execution in a town square. It was it was bigger than a Obama or Trump inauguration crowd. It like went blocks and blocks.
Yeah,
Wow.
so they need to bring that stuff back.
Yeah, man. So anyone who touches kids, man, or women, in that regard,
I'm with you.
it should be publicly tortured.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, I think it will deter a lot of people from doing anything like that, because you would want that to happen to you.
There's some crappy parents out there.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, there's some kids out there born with dealt some horrible cards, and
And
we're here to save them. We're here to save them one kid at a time, and one
Best.
situation at a time, and if we can even be one little part of their life-changing story, then hey, let's do it. I think it's awesome.
changed my life. I'm sure it can change many other people. In the sport itself, right?
Mr. Wink has a heart that people just don't know about. He's got such a
They don't have a heart. Don't put it out there.
well, come on.
You know how Wink is.
All my daughters say I don't have feelings.
It's
so
locked up. It's locked up far away.
I have no feelings.
You do make fun of people's feelings all the time. But,
Yeah, America has too much into people's feelings instead of telling people the truth. So
Yeah, they don't want to
we
hear the
wouldn't
truth.
start it. But what I'm ready for is I had a talk with Branden the other day, and I was just, you know what, Branden? I said, so a lot of this is on me. I said, you need to inspire people. I think people need to hear what you have to say. The world would be better if they were more like you.
I agree.
And hopefully we can get him out there and start talking to people about how he sees life. Because I just stop in time and get goosebumps when he starts talking.
Yeah.
You know.
You ever thought about going?
That was leading, Branden. Look.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk.
You ever thought of going on like the public, the circuit, doing nationwide talks and stuff like that?
If I ever got in the chance, most definitely. I feel like a lot of people need to hear things that are hard. They need to hear things that they don't quite understand yet, but
Reality.
you can make them understand.
Yeah. People just want to hide it for some reason. They don't want to talk about certain things, and it takes brave people like yourself to get out there and say, "Look, I'm just like everyone else. Let's talk about this. Why are we hiding from this and skirting around it? You know, this is what's going on."
I take care of
You know.
myself, right? I take care of myself. I remember your mom told me a story about you in a jiu-jitsu tournament. Remember that? Can you tell about that?
Which one?
The one where you like won,
Oh,
like
all right.
in a very, very amazing way.
So I was in a tournament when I was a lot younger. I feel old now,
You know,
but
How old are you, by the way?
I'm gonna be 21 in
oh,
August.
you a baby.
Yeah,
Jesus.
21. Man,
I was
that's-
lucky I'm not old.
Beer 30.
No, sake shots.
In how many days?
I couldn't tell you in August. On the 19th.
It's coming up. Oh, okay. So it's next month. All right.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So what happened in that tournament?
So I'm going through the division, not even realizing I'm going through, and my best friend at the time, Eddie, walks up to me and he says, "You and me are in the finals," and I was taken back because I didn't know I was clearing out the division like I was,
Yeah.
and I remember him saying to me, "Don't be upset if I cry when I lose or something." And Eddie had me up something like 16 points in the tournament. What he was doing is he was going from mount to knee on belly to get the points over and over again.
So he wasn't taking it easy on you at all.
No.
No.
He had a hard knee.
Yeah, 6. It was a hard knee. Yeah, knee on belly hurts. I know.
And he slipped up. He reached his arm down. I got an armbar from guard and won the tournament.
And the whole
Wow.
place went bazookas. Yeah.
From what I've been told, that was the loudest that place was. That place was the
And
whole
I heard
day.
it not just from your mom. I've heard from other people.
Was it
So I
local
know.
or was it out on the
Was it
road
Grappler's
somewhere?
Quest? Nugget? What was it?
It was
Grapple Fest?
one of the inter-school tournaments
Oh,
for
okay.
TV.
Okay.
So it was a local thing.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's when the community gets
So you
together.
earned a name for yourself. That's pretty cool, man. I rolled with you. I remember first month I got to Albuquerque. I went to Gracie Baja and I rolled with him. He beat me up somewhat. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not bad, but
Tusa invited me over to take some pictures of their grand opening, the academy place, and I remember seeing you out on the floor rolling around doing your thing, and I'm like, hey man, this guy's fascinating. This guy's actually good.
you're very strong. To
Thank
be
you.
honest with you, like people that don't know, jiu-jitsu will make you strong and tight and very 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 athletic, which
His
you are.
core,
How long?
His core is
Yeah.
strong as shit.
How long
yeah.
you've done like sports in general? You've been doing it for a while, right?
For at least 15, 16 years of my life.
Holy man. Yeah. Big ups to your mom for putting them in there. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause-
Mom's pretty tough.
yeah.
Mom's behind us over there, still just kind of keeping an eye on things and just giving us the eye.
Yeah, I hate that eye.
Thanks for joining us though, and bringing him with us. He's always a joy to be around.
You know what, Brandon? You told me once how you really want people to what parents when they're around kids that see you for the first time, how they react, and how you want those parents to know things. Can you remind me of that?
Yeah. Basically, when parents look at kids with special needs, more often than not, they tend to shun their own kid away because they don't know how. They either don't know how to explain it to their kid or they're uncomfortable explaining it. And more often than not, their kid will have questions, and shunning them away isn't okay. It will turn a curious child into an ignorant adult.
It makes sense. I like that.
Wow.
That totally makes sense. So what would be your suggestion then? To go up to you and talk to you and say, hey, what's going on, or just not shield the kid? Obviously, what do you think would be the best route?
I think, because obviously the kid is going to be nervous, have the parent engage in the conversation first with the child, with the kid with special needs.
And just say, look, you know, that gentleman over there, he's got some special needs. That's why he looks like that, whatever. But it's better than just shielding him and saying, don't look over there, you know, because then they get embarrassed. They're like, they don't know how to explain it. They're afraid of how the kid's going to react. Say, Mommy, what's going on over there? Who is that? And so parents just don't understand how to talk to their kids. You're right. I mean, it makes sense. So I think having that conversation, just approaching, just saying hi, you know, what's going on? My son was looking at you. My daughter was seeing what's going on. What can you tell me a little bit about yourself, whatever? And would that be okay?
Yeah. I've had one woman that did that at a Walmart, and that was uplifting, to say the least.
Yeah. Instead of just running from you and turning away and hiding, not looking. I mean, it's like, yeah, that would be rude.
Yeah.
I get it. I totally get that. And if you're doing that every single day, it's got to be wearing on you.
It does, easily.
So when you go out in public, you get that just constantly. Then does it seem like it's getting better?
It doesn't seem like it's getting better, but it's not getting worse either.
But you're not bothered by it anymore, right? You're pretty much used to everything, right?
Well, it's like I'm used to it, but it can build up over time, and when it builds up, it gets worse.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see how you could ever get used to it. It's got to just every single
it's
time.
very touchy subject, to be honest with you. To me personally, like, you know, like, too, like, you don't know, like, unless you're in that spot. So
people just psychologically don't want to engage in conversations with people that are different than us. I
they
guess
don't know how to approach it. Like
yeah,
you were saying.
and that's what it comes down to. It's not anything personal against you or the 400-pound lady in going down the street in her wheelchair. You know, people just don't want to talk to people that are different, and it's a psychological thing. It's totally psychological.
They don't want to offend anyone, or they don't want.
Some people deal with it differently. Some people, like the Winks of the world, they have no problem going up to you and talking to you and saying, "Hey, what's up?" You know. But
I would think just treat them normal. So normally you walk into a store and you see somebody, go hi.
Yeah.
Just say hi.
That makes sense.
You don't have to start a conversation, but at least normal. You know, it's normal stuff. You know, the holding doors open for people type thing in wheelchairs is kind of weird, because I had one time I held the door open for somebody. And he goes, "I can do it myself." I said, "Oh, I know you can, but I hold doors open for people all the time.
Yeah.
Go on in. If not, I have no problem slamming it in front of you. It works, you know." And he just laughed. Said, "Yeah, thanks." You know, it was
the best comeback ever. I'll just slap in your face, man.
And see, that's somebody that's probably just been treated like shit their whole life, and they're having a bad day, and
yeah.
So you think I'm disabled?
Yeah.
I can do myself.
Yeah, so they just
Yeah, like I said, I have a daughter, and I know she just wants to be treated normal. So that's all I know about it. I'm not that smart, but so I'm going with that, and hopefully it's working. And Brandon will let me know. Whatever he says, that's it. It's done. I'll listen to him and my daughter, because they live it.
Especially in a situation like holding a door open for someone in a wheelchair, it's a touchy subject, because but at the same time, they know they can do it themselves. At least from personal experience, I know I can do it myself, but sometimes it's nice to have it done for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in your situation, I guess your mom's pretty much with you all the time, so she's doing it. But at the same time, so if somebody is walking ahead of you, they see you behind them, at least make the offer. I guess is that what you're saying? Say, hey, you want me to get the door for you?
Yeah.
And if they say no, I got it, or I'll push the button, whatever, depending on how the door's built, then go with that. But at least if you're making the offer, you're not just being a dick about it. You're actually making an attempt to talk, not only engage in a conversation, but you're trying to do something cool. So I think that's probably the best route.
Yeah, you're giving them the option, but respecting their boundaries at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah,
How many times a week do you train?
Really, recently just once a week with him.
Yeah, train.
See how he made me feel guilty right there? He's looking at me like, really?
But you used to
Really?
train more though. You gotta do more.
You been getting over to
more,
Gracie
because
much at all? Or?
No.
No.
I keep inviting him to come to open mat all the time around.
Well, he's doing school and stuff.
Yeah,
You're pretty busy.
But the door is always open.
Getting ready to go
Just-
back to
just
C&M.
come on.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
What are you studying in now? Like, you in college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you major in it?
Communications.
Oh, that's why he's so
There you
smart.
go.
And you're talking to
That's
him,
why he
huh?
wants to go on the speaking circuit too.
There you go, man.
I just feel that people need a light to guide them through the darkness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
And
you could be that light.
that's the problem with the community nowadays. There are not a whole lot of people willing to speak up.
100%. Is it your first year in college, or how many years are you in?
This should be my third.
Oh, third. So you got this one and then one more. Yeah, you're gonna graduate. Or you gonna go further, study further? Like
I
that?
don't know.
You don't know.
Whatever
Just step
comes
at a
my
time,
way.
step at- So you're going for bachelor's now, right? That would be
Um,
bachelor's, right? 4 years, yeah? Yeah, your mom says yeah. Are your grades good? Eh.
Okay, Mom.
A lot of homework? a lot of homework?
She stayed out of this.
not a whole lot.
Not a lot. Do you like computers? You play,
Yeah.
You play a lot of PlayStation, like Xbox too?
Xbox.
Like games? Yeah. I guess.
Xbox.
What's your favorite game?
Oh, there are a lot out right now.
Yeah. you like shooters or RPGs, or what do you do? I like Call of Duty, man. I like the zombies.
He's got the goggles. He's got the whole set. He's such a nerd about it. That stuff. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The 3D. Yeah. You have that?
I have it for my phone. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
For your phone.
Oculus Rift. Yeah, they make them right now for Oculus Rift, something like that. Right?
I have no idea what you guys
Me
are talking
either,
about
no,
right now.
that's what I'm
I've
talking
never
about.
bought a game before.
This is
way over.
Brandon, ask
Talking
me,
about that to confuse him.
ask me if he ever does that during the day. When he's supposed to be working for my butt. Ask
Well,
me.
I don't have no PlayStation here.
He's got the phone version.
Yeah.
That talking about training earlier, Wink brought up an interesting point one time when I was taking some pictures. He says he was yelling the actual codes to you that he uses for the actual
yeah.
the UFC fighters, and I'm like, you're using the secret codes, and he's like, he's the one guy that I teach the codes to, that outside of the circle, and so you are. The knowledge that you have is incredible. So he's treating you just like anyone else. I mean, you're not getting any. You're getting information that is awesome.
I love it. I got super geeked out the first time he started using the codes with me.
You watch a lot of fights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now when you hear him in the corner when they do little corner stuff and you're saying, yeah, we got this and we got that, the blues and the greens or whatever, and you're like, I know what he's talking about. But
I'll look at my family and be like, okay, he said to do this, this, and
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's
How
so
cool is it to tell your friends?
Wait
that
a minute
coach-
now. I don't trust your family.
When you go to college and your friends, you talk to them, they know you train martial arts, right? They know you train with Wink, right?
The people that know me personally,
Yeah. They probably get geeked out too, like, holy shit, Wink's training you, man.
There are also some people that are in disbelief until I show them video.
Yeah. You're lying. Oh, what's
the
this?
pictures and videos. Look, this is Wink.
That's
This
real-
is Holly. This
real
is John
deal.
Jones. This is
Real
That's
deal.
my gym.
Oh, he's got some cool stuff that wasn't even in
Yeah.
that video you guys played earlier. He did some stuff.
Oh, I
that's
know.
just, would you capture that, Mark? No, I'm just kidding. That's good. Misha.
Need to be around more often, catch some of that cool stuff. But yeah, these fighters, a lot of the high profile fighters don't want to be taking pictures with you, and it's not because of you. It's because they don't want people to think they're doing it for the wrong reason. And it's one of those touchy things where I'm like,
It's like,
no, we need
Let me
John. John, I want you with
let me
this. This
just
is a great
interrupt for a
picture.
second. Just to say the video with Isaac when he fought. You know, it's like you read. I mean, it's a became a viral video. It's up to like 1 million views at this point. And every day, I think somebody shared it right now. So I'm getting like gazillion of notification on my phone. Like there's a comment on YouTube, you know, and like you read into it, and you just, Jesus Christ, people, what's wrong with you, man? People write some craziest thing, like Diego did it just for publicity or things like that, and you know, which is like, why even say something like this, you know? Like, some people are just the way they are, you know? Just they just want to be help people and just be normal.
Those people are idiots. You know, and
Yeah.
Diego just, I had Ethan, one of the kids, was down in the cage working out with somebody, and Diego just comes over and starts yelling at him and say, if anytime you want to work out with me, let's do it. Next thing I know, they're working out together. Yeah, he did the same thing with his little kid that has only one arm, Rowdy. He that's how he started working out with Isaac. He just has this great heart. Diego
He was wrong with you the other day too, not too long ago. Remember, Diego was just like complete full-on grappling session.
Yeah.
Diego's nasty on the ground.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the one thing I love about the fighters at Jackson's, because when you're rolling with someone, you can instantly tell where they're from.
Yeah.
If they're straight GB, then they might go a little rougher.
Yeah.
GB Gracie Baja.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking
You
secret
blue belt.
codes.
You blue belt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Legit blue belt right there.
If they're Jacksons, or if they're a UFC fighter from here, or if they're training to be a UFC fighter, you can tell that they go tough, but they also have a lot of control that goes along with it.
Yeah, because sometimes they slow down because if they punch and this and that, it's a different game. Because with jiu-jitsu, it's pressure.
Just throw them off and start yelling codes at them, and then they'll say, "Hey, this guy, what?"
Elbow. Knee bars. Yeah, man.
No,
What else you do your free time, bro?
Recently, not a whole lot.
So why you not training, man? If you have time, if you have time, still a little free time, come in.
I've just been lazy.
Don't say that in front of us. There's no lazy here. We're not tolerated. It's not tolerated. Come on, man. How can your prodigy is saying I'm lazy, man? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I guess I give him a break, but I guess I should bust his balls a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
get going and stuff, you know.
No, you have to train. I mean, I can barely walk, man. I would get up and I go train. I go train 5-6 times a day. I go lose my mind.
Well, he's helping his mom right now. I mean, she's
I
going
know,
through all
but-
these surgeries with
that's
all
right.
many, 20 years of jiu-jitsu is now has caused her
But
all these injuries.
it's all excuses, right? You know.
Don't use me as an excuse.
Yeah, don't use her as an excuse.
I never did.
Yeah, Mark.
That's Mark over here.
Yeah. He's full of excuses. I
I
brought
know,
him to
I know.
jiu-jitsu, choked him out one time with
Yeah.
a freaking gi, and you've never seen him again
my
on the
second,
mats.
My second day in jiu-jitsu, he chokes me out, and he still brags about it, how he choked me out and how great it was.
5 times in
And,
3 minutes.
he's
So he wasn't trying to help you. He was just trying to.
He was just trying to choke me out. To
No,
show
I
he
wanted to show him what it feels like. So he
For some reason, he
understands.
thinks that would motivate me.
Because
to
that would happen to me the first day I walked into jiu-jitsu. I got my ass handed to me by a black belt, and I said, "Holy shit, I hate that feeling. I never felt that." And I said it'll never happen again, which obviously happened a gazillion times until I got to my brown belt. But I'm way better now than obviously when I walked in, you know, and I'm proud of what I accomplished working towards my black belt. It's a goal.
That's the
You
thing
know,
about
you have to have a
it.
goal. There's never end to this process. There's always something else to learn. That's why, and you don't have enough time in this lifetime to learn all of
Are
it.
you obsessed with it like him? I mean,
I'm obsessed with jiu-jitsu.
he literally is obsessed with it. That's all he talks about.
Mom is obsessed with jiu-jitsu. She knows,
Yeah.
right? We talked a while back then.
It's a strange
Yeah,
obsession.
jiu-jitsu is an obsession. Like
Yeah.
when two minds meet alike and they love jiu-jitsu and martial arts, you can sit for hours. I can talk like on the mats yesterday too, man. We'll stay for half an hour for you, just talk jiu-jitsu. Just talk.
Rolling around all that sweat.
Yeah, and then people that don't train, they look at you like, what are they doing? Why? A sweat drip in your mouth, in your eyes, you know, like you get
What is
beat
this?
up, everything hurts, and then she wants to cry. Oh, I just saw her. She misses it so bad. She misses it so bad. I
Legit
know
brown
that
belt.
feeling.
Yes,
I
you
know.
finally caught up to her.
Well, I'm gonna come to Misha's defense on that. Breaking in a new partner is like breaking in a new gi.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
then the person walks in, you're like, "It's my food," especially my white belt. That's food. Let me work my new shit that I learned.
Man,
You know how it
just wearing
feels.
that gi is a workout, man. I tell you what, the
Gi's
first time I
harder
wore
than
that,
no gi.
I sweat so much in that thing. I think it weighed like 50 pounds by the time I was done with it. I'm like, how do you work out in this thing? It's like wearing
It's a weapon.
a weight,
It's a weapon.
weight
It's a
belt.
shield. What do you like, gi or no gi better?
I prefer no-gi because they
No-gi.
can't really grab onto anything to hold me down.
Yeah, it's harder to. For you, it's harder to break grips.
Yeah,
sure.
you're all about
I
the
know, I
no-gi.
know.
Yeah.
Well, because you get more slippery and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
different pace too. Gi slows you down. You gotta fight the grips. That's why there was a tournament, that ACB tournament. I actually was gonna tell you that. So they had no gi and a gi tournament, right? And it's a huge tournament worldwide, right? And the gi guys got, I guess, they showed not such an exciting fight as the MMA guys that fought no gi. And the owner of the made this big post about how disappointed he was in the gi guys, you know. And then the whole gi community is like, Jesus Christ, man, like, really, man? Because it's like you have to break the grips, you know. It's so much harder. It slows down the whole pace. So it's kind of like
Totally different sport.
totally kind of the same sport, but different sport,
Yeah.
different style of that sport. Wearing gi and heavy, slippery, especially people with strong grips. Just sometimes it's just even impossible to break them.
Mhm,
Just sit there
mhm.
stolen because you just can't get out.
Mhm.
You know, so.
Well, like
Understand.
Brandon's got to figure out things to do with his capacity, and his limbs. So he has to modify his chokes and everything he does, different ways and stuff. Yeah.
But with that, it also gives me unique chokes and stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%. Even we have the doctor Dave with one arm, the black belt. Same thing, man. He like rips people apart, man, with even one arm, man. Just I roll with him. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how strong he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Dave?
I've
Dave,
learned a
Dave
couple
is-
of tricks from Dave.
You've learned stuff from Dave?
Yeah, he's a
Oh, that's
black
cool.
belt, legit black belt,
Wow.
and he'll put it on you. What do you when you roll like? You like what's your favorite? I mean, you like guard on top. What do you sweeping? Like, what's your game? Like, can you describe? Because like everyone has their own game. But
I like most single leg type stuff. If I'm gonna play guard, I'm gonna play half guard.
like have
If I'm gonna be going for a takedown, more often than not, it'll be a single leg. And when it comes to submissions and stuff, I'd say my favorite submission right now is the omoplata.
omoplata. Okay. Yeah. What about barata plata? You learned that thing?
I have not learned it. I've seen it done
You've
though.
seen it, right?
I
Have
also
you ever been in it?
no.
You
Have you
rolled,
been in it?
have you rolled with Barata?
I was barata.
yeah.
I was barata to be in it, man.
I haven't seen him in forever. Didn't know
I've
you
seen him. I
mentioned
rolled
that.
with him on. I rolled with him
Friday
last
night.
week.
Yeah,
He was here
okay.
for Friday.
Open mat thing.
Yeah.
I've also come up with my own version of the omoplata. Over at GB, they dubbed it the Brandito plata.
All right.
What's it called?
Brandito?
Brandito.
Is that what you said?
I'd like to see
That's
that.
awesome.
Does that mean little Brandon?
Actually,
It's Brandito.
Brandito?
El Brandito is a very old name that I've had.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of followed me.
El Brandito.
I like that.
Gangster.
Dang. Put a sombrero on him.
I like it.
So, when I was younger, wherever I would go, I'd end up with something for free. I don't know how. We'd just go to an event, someone would find me and be like, "Hey, you want this?" And
Like, yeah.
Like what are they? What do you mean they're giving you free stuff? Like what?
like at the balloon fiesta, they have the different balloon pins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And normally you have to trade for them or buy them or.
Oh, like challenge.
No,
coins
I'd
or
walk
pins
away
or
with a
whatever?
whole.
hat full of pins.
Sometimes it works, right? It's just like, yeah, man.
So in Spanish, the bandito is the bandit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So and my name is Brandon, so that's why I'm El Brandito.
Oh, yeah. Do you speak any
makes
other
sense.
languages or no? No, just
A little bit of Spanish, but not enough to consider myself fluent.
okay. What type of movies you watch? You like movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you watch? I know there's a
Action
lot.
and
Like
comedy.
Action comedy.
You see Sicario yet?
I haven't. Is it good?
I was
good.
supposed to be in it, but I'm not. And next kids are in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They made the cut.
Yeah,
They made the cut in
they're,
the movie.
they're in the opening
Yeah,
scene.
the opening scene.
Yeah, the
They,
grocery
they,
store.
they brought us in with a bunch of Russians. I had like Russian fighters, Vagab and Archie, you know, and I brought them in. They wanted like the stand-ins and stuff, and I thought we were gonna get some extra time, but they like stuck us somewhere like in the in
And it was cold as hell.
It was cold as hell. It was the most excruciating experience, and I was like, Jesus Christ! And then we're sitting in the jeep in the truck. And there was a bunch of trucks, and Benicio del Toro literally opens the door and walks into me, like, because he thought he was supposed to go in this truck, but he was going to go in another one, and he messed up trucks, and he, like, literally got into my face, like, I'm like,
I know you.
I'm like and then he's, oh, sorry, and I walked out.
Wrong man.
I'm like, I'm at Benicio del Toro. It's kind of fun.
Have you always been into martial arts, UFC kind of stuff, or what got you into it?
To be honest,
Other
Anderson
than
Silva.
Albuquerque culture. That's what got into.
Anderson Silva.
Oh wow.
Anderson Silva? I thought it'd be one of our fighters. Oh.
And why not John Jones? Why's it got to be Anderson?
Well, I've seen it. I saw Anderson before Jones was a
That makes
fighter in the
sense.
UFC.
Anderson,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was there before. He's got
Makes
that
sense.
seniority.
So you've been following MMA for a while, huh?
One of my favorite fights of all time was Anderson's second fight with Rich Franklin.
Oh wow, that was a good fight.
You were literally born when it was taken off. Back when Wink and Greg started Jackson Wink. It's 21, 22 years ago. It's crazy.
And it's blown up ever since then.
And so you were born right into it.
What do you think of this new gym?
I love the new gym. I seen the old facility.
You've been there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once or twice when because my father used to take private lessons with Isaac, and
okay.
that would be where they'd meet up.
Nice. Okay, now this new one, huh?
Much bigger, much nicer.
Do you watch all the fights? All the do you buy all the pay-per-views and everything?
Not all of them. It's only like if the Jackson's fighters are on there, or if there's a
Yeah.
fighter that's going to be that we want to watch.
Who is currently your favorite guy to watch or girl
It's hard to say.
in the UFC?
From our guys.
Be careful, you're gonna hurt people's feelings.
Not Winks, I mean, but somebody listening.
I'm gonna have to go with two. The best female in the world, I think, is Holly.
Yeah, I think we agree.
One of the more entertaining fighters to watch is definitely Jones.
Yeah.
Jones.
You ever? Obviously, you guys have seen his axe kicks. Those are crazy.
Well, if you like Jones, you got to start watching Vivon Lewis.
Yeah, I just asked him, man. You missed it.
Last couple days ago, Mr. Winklejohn was out in Vegas on the Contender, cornering Lewis, and he got the contract, and that is so cool. He is literally, everyone's calling him the future, and you hear that all the time. It kind of gets thrown around sometimes, but this guy is, I think, the future of this place.
Legit. I'm just like scared to hype anyone up because
he's got some nasty elbows.
Well, don't tell him that because it'll go to his head and he'll stop training like everybody else. But
well, we had him on the show just before he took off, and him and his brother, they have a great relationship, and we kind of talked about that don't let it go to your head.
It's funny he don't even really have any type of base like you've been wrestling from. It's crazy that some kids pick it up. Like
MMA is going that way though. Now people that's the first thing they do is MMA. It's not go to jiu-jitsu school or come out of the D1 wrestling. Now they I'm gonna do that. And
do you think there's advantage or disadvantage to this being a good martial artist if you're coming in without a base?
I think no. I think if you go MMA right off the bat, I think they become better faster. I think what they miss out on a lot of times is the time-tested traditional values that are taught in a lot of martial arts schools that sometimes are missed in some MMA schools. And those things are more important in life anyway. But I know that's a side story. But
sorry. Go ahead.
No, my thing is, if you're wrestling, but you're not always in that wrestling stance doing those things. You got to shoot from off your punches and defending punches, then to defend those shots. So I think people that start blending things quicker, sooner, get to the top faster.
Do you see a time in the near future where colleges are going to start offering MMA programs?
That'd be kind of crazy.
You know what? I don't see why not. I mean, they have boxing programs.
Yeah.
That's brain damage nonstop, right? And I love boxing. Don't get me wrong, but MMA is definitely not as taxing to the brain as football or boxing. So I wouldn't see why not. I think 100%. So. I think so.
Yeah, it could become part of a curriculum.
You ever thought of taking the fight?
What?
You ever thought of taking the fight?
If I ever could at some point, most definitely.
Yeah.
I wanna make it. I wanna do it up though. Like, if I was gonna go into a fight, I'd want to get some big guy to carry me in on his back, right? And then
like in a backpack carry kind of thing.
Like the intimidation factor, right?
And then
an elephant. Rent an elephant from the zoo.
Cody East. Have Cody East carry you.
John Jones carry.
Pick the biggest guy in the gym.
Yo, that's my corner.
Tyler.
Get John Jones and Howie in your corner.
Yeah.
Yo, how crazy would that be?
I'd be like, oh, you thought he was fighting? Nah, I'm your opponent.
That's
what would be your walkout song? What's your favorite music?
We need you in one of the upcoming fight
Yeah, we
fight
should put it
nights.
on fight night.
We got to have you fight somebody.
That'd be fun.
With you saw the one with Isaac. The thing
With
was,
Diego.
yeah, that was incredible. I mean,
Brought a tear to my eye.
it brought a tear to all of our eyes. I mean, the thing's been viewed 20 million times around the world. It was an incredible thing.
Blew up.
And I think we didn't do it this last one, but I think we ought to do another little.
You just got to make
thing.
sure that
Hint,
you're ready.
hint.
You're ready for that one. They're not just once a week. You're gonna have to be training, like, you know. You're gonna be like 2 times a day, you know, with dietitian and then Wink and privates with Harry and
Well,
Joey.
he's got the
clinch
jiu-jitsu
work.
base at least, whereas Isaac had to come in from nothing.
Yeah,
He
but
knew
Isaac been
nothing.
training with Diego for a while. He had like personal mentor in Diego, so he picked up a lot.
Brandon rolled with Isaac a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they took over the dance floor at the gala too.
Yeah, it was
These
fun.
are 2 of the best dancers in the
You're
whole
like a break
community.
dancer. You were a break dancer.
Yeah, embarrassed me. I have no rhythm. These guys are out there.
Yeah,
And you're sitting there
shadow boxing there.
Yeah.
Everyone makes fun of it. That's his dance style.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Every coach I've talked to said that's what I do too. I said, okay, God, high five.
that's
what my
awesome.
dad does.
Yep. See your dad. See, he's a good man. Good man.
Very
So
good
what-
man.
You were born in Albuquerque, right?
Actually, no. I was born in Providence, Rhode Island.
On Rhode Island, really? How'd you end up in Albuquerque?
Well, for one, the prices of housing and stuff was changing.
Okay.
Getting real expensive up in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island's
And
expensive, yeah, East Coast.
not a reason we moved, but the climate from moving actually changed a lot for me.
100% for me too, man. I think I'll live here for the rest of my life.
Like what do you
If
mean?
Wink
Like
allows.
allergies or
Keep
breathing or what is it?
Breathing. When I was young, I was a very sick child,
I was too.
to the point where you can hear me across the house breathing. And moving here, I think it was a drier climate that made it easier for me.
Yeah. Same thing. I lived in New York and New Jersey, and it was so humid I couldn't stand
See,
it.
that's interesting because the air is thinner. We're at a mile high, but you're saying it's easier to breathe here. It's fascinating. So it's just a cleaner, I guess.
I
It's
feel
just a
much
different
better
kind of
here.
air.
He's acclimated, but
Yeah.
yeah. So is there any long-term effects that can happen with that breathing thing, or that's good?
It's
good
good now.
Okay.
It's good because we want to keep you
How
around.
are you feeling like all around? Like fine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, like nothing.
Nothing big.
Does he have to go through a lot of doctor visits or no?
No.
Oh, good. So you pretty much isn't
Per-
normal.
Perfectly healthy at this
Normal.
point. No,
Normal
no,
kid,
no more
man.
follow-up nonsense, or you're just going through life and like everyone else, and that's it.
So I should be. It's
Yeah.
no different than anyone else.
That's awesome.
Last time I had a major visit like that was probably 9 or 10 years old.
That's it. Wow.
And that was when I used to be, they used to do a lot of x-rays on my hips to see if that everything was working down there. I used to get prosthetics for my arms, or for my arm.
Right.
And I finally realized that I don't want to use a prosthetic because number one, they're really hot. Number two, they're really bulky.
Okay. So it's your call. Alright.
Well, we're so proud that you're part of the greatest gym in the world. Your family, your teammate,
Teammate.
you're everything to do with us, and we love having you. And it's been great meeting you, and being a part of your path has brought joy to myself. I know it's really cool seeing you around because you're a positive influence around here. And want to thank you again for coming on today because we keep saying this, that we're trying to talk to everybody that's part of this gym in some way, you know.
And bring out different stories of different people that make this place moving. I think that's why we started it, and I think it's pretty cool. Do you listen to podcasts once in a while?
Every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had seen that you two had a podcast. Now I was like, I gotta get on this thing.
And here you are.
What's funny is they're sitting here right now. They're acting to get along, but I wish to God people saw these guys normally day to day, squabbling, nonstop, fighting
we
and
haven't
stuff.
fought in 2 hours.
Yeah, you don't ever fight on the podcast. It's funny.
2
It's
hours
actually
is a
funny as
record, huh?
shit.
We were fighting about social media earlier.
Sometimes I walk by the office.
Because I posted
watch.
that video yesterday of that crazy workout. It's got like 40,000 views, and Joe Rogan commented on it this morning.
Was it
Rogan.
the
And I
fan
said-
Joe
and I
Rogan,
said-
or was it the
Joe Rogan.
was it
You
the
talk
Joe
about
Rogan
the
or
Joe
the
Rogan.
fan club Joe Rogan?
The Joe Rogan commented on it, and
Who's
I said,
that?
Who's Joe Rogan?
You know
Yeah, who is Joe
And
Rogan?
then I sent him that picture, and I'm like,
I thought you were talking about Micah Vega. I didn't see
There's
the.
Joe Rogan commenting.
Oh, I saw the Vega one.
No, it's Joe Rogan,
okay.
bro. That's why I'm like, I didn't.
It made your day that Joe Rogan commented.
it really-
Yo,
You need to get life.
yo,
See,
my
exactly.
my day starts is when I wake up. I turn on my TV while I'm cooking, food, and Joe Rogan playing in the background. I'm listening.
After he checks social media 20 times.
No, I didn't check it right away.
Speaking of
Yeah,
social media, we
and I-
sent a tweet out to start following Branden on Instagram,
But
so
he
you
don't,
can get a
he don't post
following.
anything though.
He's gonna start posting.
We're gonna start
you
posting,
gotta
Yeah.
start growing your brand, bro.
and
You're professional fighter soon to be.
yeah, and back to that, we didn't get to the walkout song. What is your
Yeah,
walkout
I
song?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I guess really, I think one of my favorite walkout songs I've ever heard was can't remember his name, but "I Won't Back Down" by Tom Petty.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's a good
Tom
song.
Petty. I like Tom Petty.
It's a slow, methodical
I
walk.
thought you were going to say like 300 violins or something. They're those old school walkout songs, but yeah, that Tom Petty's a good one. Okay. So
Probably
listen,
wouldn't be mine, but I like it.
You shoot guns?
I've never really shot actual guns before. I used to be on the marksman team in high school,
Oh, martial. Oh, really?
so
I
it'd
got
be
a
like
little. I got a little marksman medal back when I was in the Navy for shooting that mill. So I'm with you on that one.
Do you still have it above your dresser?
It's like this fool.
That's awesome.
no, well, thanks, Branden, for coming in today, and we'll be seeing you a lot here down the road.
Yeah,
and,
you better start coming more often.
and Misha's gonna yell at you if you don't come in more
Yeah.
often. So
Gotta do it at least 3 times a week. At least.
only 3 times. That's all
Mom,
it is.
see, Mom,
Yeah,
thumbs
she's
up.
thumbs of approval over there.
all right.
Because the time is going, You gotta get better, right? You're already blue belt. You can't stop just on blue belt. There's always another belt to learn, another stripe to get.
And
Well, Branden, is it okay if I start posting some of your workouts that we do online? Because even more I have before in the past, because I think it get people off the damn couch eating potato chips. They'll go, shit, I need to work out.
Yeah, if he's
You
doing
know?
it, I should be doing
So,
it.
so, and those of you that don't follow MMA Coach Wink, it's really him posting that stuff. So
yeah, we finally
That's,
got Wink.
that's why I don't
after
do much social media.
2 years he's had it.
we
It's
finally
Wait.
got Wink posting stuff.
You got him posting it?
yes,
Yeah, you didn't,
How?
You didn't know?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I
That's-
think.
on-
How?
on his iPhone 5, he's doing very well. It's impressive.
After a couple
You
private
make-
sessions.
You making fun of my phone? Or
After a
something?
couple private sessions with Wink, he starts posting. His
But,
phone is like super outdated with like gazillion messages
That's
and
because
emails.
I work for a living.
So I do too.
That's why he's nervous right now
Yeah,
too.
he's
He's
getting
probably
nervous.
he's probably got a private. He's looking at the time.
He's getting put on the
he's
spot.
But we appreciate both your times, and thanks for coming in. We'll one more shout out to Body Armor.
Body Armor hooked
brand
us
new,
up big
brand
time.
new sponsor with the drinks. They're hooking us up with
Yeah,
lots
Body
and lots
Armor
of
is a
stuff to
new
drink.
thing these days. Every fighter, I think, I look on the Instagram. Every fighter was like flashing Body Armor. They're like taking over the world.
I
Man.
think they are.
And
Body
happy to
Armor.
be part of it. Thanks, Body Armor.
Good stuff. Results RNA. Long
Fire Team
time.
Fit.
Fire Team Fit.
Again, sponsors, man, coming in, guys. Listen what our stories are, because it's actually pretty cool to know what's going on in the best gym in the world.
That being said, thanks guys for tuning in, and we'll see you again real soon. Got another cool guest. She's actually
Actress from Hollywood. She was
Yes.
starring with Mel
Yep.
Gibson, coming in next week.
that's right. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Through these doors walk the greatest fighters in the world.